if you are a real estate agent and you are confused about so many of these acronyms and terminologies around CRMs, workflow, systems, and process, and you just want to get down to the basics and have someone explain all of this to you, I'm here for you. I have a whole series that I'm doing on explaining and walking you through what a CRM is, how it's going to help you with your business, how it can help you, and what is it in your business that you can automate, and how can you make your life a lot easier in terms of operationally the things that you do in your business. How can you pull out certain tasks and figure out how you can make them easier, making you a little bit more productive and efficiency, and finding that efficiency in your workflow. Today I want to walk you through, this is part 3. I want to give you a example workflow of what it's like for a lead to come into your database, and how you can leverage a system like kvCORE in order to for better conversions, to make sure that this is how the lead generation system and process would look like. I know in my part 1 I talked about what a CRM is. Make sure you go watch that. I'll make sure to leave it as a link in the description below. And then part 2 I talked about CRM systems and process, what I mean by processes and procedures and systems. Make sure you watch that. So this one is part 3. I'm going to now apply it to capturing leads and lead generations, and asking questions for your business. In a moment, I'm going to zoom into that image and kind of walk you through a workflow so you can make one for yourself. So going from lead generations to conversion and making sure you're closing that deal. My name is Tharmila Rajasingam. I'm a real estate agent with the XP Realty Brokerage. I am also a kvCORE peer coach with Inside Real Estate. If this is your first time coming to my YouTube channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you get informed of more content that I produce, and you can stay up to date with all of this new series of content that I'll be publishing. And also, if you want to work with me, partner with me, if you're looking to kind of upgrade your business and you're looking for a new brokerage, please check out the description below, click on that link and book a call with me. Happy to explain anything you have, any questions you may have about eXp Realty, our wonderful virtual brokerage, or about partnering with me and all of our training and resources. I'll be literally sharing my screen and walking you through everything. So happy to do that. So connect with me. So let's get started. I'm going to just zoom into this so that you can kind of see and ask these questions for yourself and your business as well. So now that you have a system in place for your business, you have some process, you kind of understand how you are going to do, how are you going to run your business, and how you're going to leverage your CRM for your business. You also want to think about, this is one of the biggest mistake a lot of real estate agents make, is that they do all these marketing and prospecting and all this good stuff, but they're not capturing the actual leads and the traffic that they're driving to their amazing content. So here is just a quick workflow and some questions you want to ask for yourself in business. Okay, so who is my audience? Like, who are my audience? Where are they coming from? And what is my lead generation strategy? Like, how am I going to generate all of these tracking the traffic and turn them into leads in your database? And so what are the messaging I'm going to use? What is my method? Am I going to cold call and door knock and prospect that way? Or am I going to run a Facebook ad and generate leads that way? And then what kind of promotions am I going to do? And am I going to run events in my community centers and schools? How will I promote it? Will I do Facebook event page? Will I do Eventbrite? What kind of messaging? Again, what kind of media and images will I use in order to attract this clients, these audience that are traffic that I want them to tune into my content, because every content can attract different audience group. And what channel will I use? Will you use YouTube? Will you use Instagram, Facebook? Maybe a combination of a couple of different of those tools and platform. And it's great. Now you know who they are, where they are, and how you might attract them. But how will you actually capture them? Because once you attract them to your content is one thing. It's great to get likes on your Instagram, but how do you make sure you know who they are? How you can apply a name, a contact, so you can reach out to them, so that you can build on that relationship a little bit more deeper instead of leaving them a little bit colder. So all these Instagram and Facebook and YouTube views and followers and likes, how do you turn them into an actual contact information? How will you capture this lead? Will you use the landing page? Will you use the squeeze page? Will you use a text and call capture? What is it going to be? Are you going to drive them to a direct link to your Facebook so that there's that lead capture form? How will you track where they're coming from? How will you track their contact information? So these are questions you want to ask your business. And how will I know if they're a potential buyer or a seller? What information are they coming from, and what are they looking at? How will I categorize them? And which is why I love this part of it, and I talk about it in all my training, and I make sure to tell everybody I love this so much, is because this is how you can have as many contacts in your database as possible. But if you're not, or if they're not organized, then you won't know how you could be a better service to them and what kind of content to send to them. Because if you're individually looking at every single contacts, especially when you're looking at them at an overview, it's going to be exhausting, especially if you have 500,000 contacts. How do you group them so that you can streamline your communication a little bit? So it's going to help you automate and make things a little bit easier for you. So allowing, what are your hashtags? What kind of naming conventions are you going to use to group them? Where are they coming from? Who are they? Like, are you they a buyer or seller? They come from an event? And what kind of smart campaigns? How are you going to follow up with them? What kind of a drip campaign are you going to apply to them? How will you track where these leads are coming from? Are they, and how will you, where are they in their journey? Are they a new lead who just happened to come into your database? Are they slowly responding to you? They're getting familiar with who you are? Do they tell you they're looking to buy in the next 3 to 6 months? Are they a hot or warm lead? And you can start to organize them a little bit using save filters, etc., and leveraging your CRM. But once you learn and understand what your workflow is, you can apply it. Again, you can leverage your tool like a CRM. That's why I'm really getting down to the basics and strategies, because this is going to help you kind of looking at the skeleton of the body, like the x-ray of your business, to see, in order for you to add all the layers, how could I get to the basics? And then, of course, now that you have the lead, you've captured them, they're organized. Now you can do better follow up. You can make sure that your smart campaigns are adequate, are the right campaigns for the right audience group. Your touch points, when they are. You can add an actual task for yourself to tell yourself, hey, call this person at this time because they said they're going to buy in the next 3 to 6 months. So I'm going to call them in the next month and a half. I'm going to track it like this. I'm going to go back and DM them here. I'm going to pick up the call here. I'm going to send a voicemail drop here, etc., whatever it may be. Again, I don't want to overwhelm you here, because this is, again, I want to keep this very basic, because you're thinking about, what are my lead generation? Who are my audience? How am I, again, going to the basics of how am I going to reach out to them, using what channel, what messaging. And then when they do come to my channel, when they come to my content and they interact with engage with my content, how will I capture them? And then build on that relationship, and build a meaningful relationship. Remember, at the end of the day, you're going to see these people in person. You're going to go show them properties. You're going to close on that deal. You're going to sit in front of them at the closing table, whether it be at your title company, or whether it be with your lawyer, whether it may be with your mortgage agent, whomever it may be, whether it be in the US or Canada, right? And then how are you going to continue to build on that relationship so you know who they are, and then, again, turn them into a potential referral party? I hope this is helpful for you in kind of really getting down to the basics, and walking you. I want to walk you through really the simple strategies. Again, I hope you found this helpful. Give it a thumbs up. If you're looking to work with me, partner with me at eXp Realty, all the information is in the description below. Click on that link and book a call. I'll be happy to meet with you. I'll see you next time.